Hey! As you can see, I'm in all green for St. Patrick's Day, so no one can pinch me. Today, I'm going to be making St. Patrick's Day themed macarons with lime buttercream. I'm going to be using the same recipe that I used in my first macaron video, which will be linked below. So last time I had some difficulties with the piping, but this time I had a new approach, which you will see later. I've already sifted the almond flour and the powdered sugar twice because, as you remember last time, it took me like 87 hours. I did get a new sifter though, so don't worry about that. So the first step of the meringue is to whip just the egg whites until they get bubbly and frothy. Then you're going to pour the granulated sugar with the salt and cream of tartar into the eggs while they're mixing, but very slowly, super gently, like gentle sands blown in a desert. Macarons are like feral cats in Minecraft. Any sudden movement scares them away. And don't even think about looking them in the eyes. Now the waiting game, my least favorite game. The meringue should slowly start forming and become fluffier until it looks like marshmallow fluff. Now last time I put the food coloring in at this point, but this time I'm not. I just like to keep you on your toes. Keep beating until what the pros call ribs get really apparent. At the stiff peak phase, your meringue should ball up into the whisk and fall out in a clump when you smack it. It should also taste really good. But remember, this is raw egg, which is bad if you believe in salmonella. You really weren't gonna tell me I got meringue on my cheek? Wow. Egg on my face, for real. Now, instead of just sifting all my flour mixture into the meringue like I did last time, I'm only gonna sift about a third at a time, folding 10 times between each third added. Once you start the meringue/macaronage process, there's no turning back. So go pee, send your last text, and don't even think about doing anything else during this process. Unless, of course, your bird wants to play. No. Calm down. Stop. I'm trying to bake. Go. So just keep sifting and folding until you start to feel like a professional arm wrestler, and about after 45 folds, you can now add in your food coloring. This helps you see which parts of the batter you've been neglecting, and also prevents speckly shells, somehow. Once you've folded enough times to the point where your batter ribbons off your spatula, which means it doesn't fall off in clumps but isn't quite as runny as cake batter, it's time to put your batter into a piping bag. I put one of those chip clips at the bottom of my bag to prevent any batter from falling out, and I also put the clip back on in between piping to prevent the batter from drying out. You also have to put all of the batter into the piping bag at once, otherwise something bad will happen. I'm not sure what, but that's what all the experts are saying. Then you have to pipe them straight down, like hold the bag directly above your mat and squirt it out so that it becomes a perfect circle. Then you bang them on the table a few times and the peaks should start to melt into the batter. I did have to help mine with a toothpick, but I think that just means that I could have handled folding the batter a couple more times. The most important part of getting the shaping right is to let them sit on the counter until they develop a film. And the recipe I used, it said 15 minutes, but after doing research, it actually takes closer to 30 to 45 minutes. So here's the difference between a shell that sat for 20 minutes and a shell that sat for 30 minutes. You can see how the feet rose a lot more after that 10 minutes. This depends on the humidity level in your house, but the safest way to tell is when they start to look more matte and your fingers don't leave a mark on them when you caress them fondly. Once the film developed, I put them in the oven for 15 minutes, and once they're out, I let them cool completely before removing them from the vat and piping the remaining macarons. Now, for the lime buttercream, I used 3/4 of a cup of unsalted butter at room temperature, 1 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar, about 1 teaspoon of lime zest, about 1.5 tablespoons of lime juice, and a pinch of salt. I whipped the butter until it became a pale yellow, and then I added a little bit of powdered sugar at a time because it always explodes back on me when I add too much. I then added the salt, the lime zest, and a little bit of lime juice, tasting to see if it could handle more flavor. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. Yeah. It's subtle. It's up to you. I like a teeny tiny bit more. Which it could, so I added some more. Then I put it in my piping bag, and now it's time to macaron. Because it's St. Patrick's Day, I decided to buy some Lucky Charms and take the rainbows and clovers. I could have also used like green or gold sprinkles, but I thought the charms were cuter. And then it was time to test it.
Oh, I can just grab it.
Yeah, whichever one you want. I'm gonna try this one.
I'm gonna try this one.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's really good.
That's really nice key lime taste.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so so good. It's perfect. Chewy. Beautiful. And so cute. Can I only have one, or can I have another one?
You can have another one. Yeah, you have to try the rainbow. You had the 4-leaf clover last time. I need a rainbow. That was really good.
Oh, it's yummy, babe. Congrats.
Is it on? Is it on? Cheers! Cheers. I like Guinness this morning. This afternoon. Aye. Pink hearts and yellow moons. I'm gonna take the one with the most cream. I'm a creamy kind of guy. Makes me want to do a jig.
What's going on?
Oh, I want to do a jig right now.
But babe, I don't know what I like more now.
I know. All in all, these were way more aesthetically pleasing than my first attempt, but I can't decide which filling I like better. I'm really excited to try other fillings like maybe strawberry or pear, or as my dad suggested, Guinness. But that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Also, thank you so much for 200 subscribers, by the way. That is awesome. See you next time. Bye.